firstly, I don't think that these functions, like a function like this, especially for a mid or a small size firm, really needs a full time resource. My recommendation would be get somebody who can come in a couple of times a week. Get somebody who has experience in the space and a deep understanding of the space and relationships in the space. Get somebody who has very hands on done different parts of the BD piece in the past, right? So that they have a more holistic view. That would be my recommendation in terms of resource. In terms of what you should do, I think there are some very simple steps. One, use the LinkedIn portal well. uh, Reach out to me to understand more. I'm only joking. So use the LinkedIn portal well. Definitely, write as many articles as you can. Put them up again on your LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever social media that you use, those platforms. Also put them out on your individual LinkedIn profiles. Send them out maybe in a concise form, sometimes if you like, as client insights or client alerts. Try and stay in touch with your clients. That is the biggest, most important part of doing BD. And I'm sorry that we haven't addressed it so far, but I'm going to talk about it now. So a large part of BD is actually your clients. You're building, developing business, right? Where will that happen from? Your clients, existing and potential. How do we do that? So do you have a client feedback mechanism? Do you speak to your clients often? I often like to talk about how in HR they talk about a candidate journey. On the BD side, I like to call it the client journey or the client experience. So you're a service provider, you're not a product. I can't use a soap or wear a pair of shoes and determine whether I like you or I don't like you. That is not how we will decide brand loyalty, right? But brand loyalty will be determined by how your clients are left feeling about what you do to them in terms of service. So, simple steps. When a client signs on, do you have a primary point of contact you give them? Often we have various multiple points of contacts in an organization. It's very frustrating for clients to talk to multiple stakeholders. Tell them that, you know what, 24 by 7 on email and within business working hours, this is the number you can reach, and this is the person you should be speaking to for any kind of assistance or escalations. So give them that comfort that, you know what, we care about you. How corporates have relationship managers, look at it in that kind of a model, right? Like when a bank, when you're banking with a bank, they'll give you a relationship manager who'll frequently call you, check if everything's going okay, suggest investments. Do that with your clients. Give them that primary point of contact. After that, through the transaction period, needless to say, over deliver, but don't in any way, I'd say, under promise but over deliver, right? So at no point should your client feel like they're left in the lurch. At no point should they feel like you're inaccessible, you're not responding to emails. If you have certain boundaries in terms of, for example, let's say you don't work weekends, I think upfront it's important to clarify that to them rather than through the transaction period trying to make adjustments or then weaning your way out of work, because then you seem like a work shirker to them, right? So I think set expectations extremely clearly with your clients, have that open, honest dialogue, and then during the transaction also check in from time to time. Apart from the guys executing, you should have a third party, completely neutral, perhaps from the firm, checking in and saying, hey, you know what, how's it going? Just wanted to check. Is there something else we need to do? Is the team hands on? Are they helping correctly? Do you require anything further from us? So just making them feel like they're cared for, right? And then in the end, after your transaction is done, thank them. They gave you business. Send them a simpliciter thank you. They've closed maybe a deal worth many crores and it's important to their function. Send them a bouquet of flowers or a box of chocolates, right? You've been a part of that journey. So I think upon closure also, continuing to engage with them after that, send them, like I said, client alerts and insights, read up about the industry, right? So if it's a pharma client, something exciting coming up in the pharma space, as lawyers, you will know before they will know that there's a certain regulation or notification that's going to kick in. Give them a heads up, give them a call and give them a heads up. Definitely engage in dialogue throughout, right? During and post transaction. That's definitely one very, very critical way to maintain and develop your business. So I think that really is what I'd say, on this piece.